Hello, 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 and welcome back to another one of my cross-stitch videos. I just thought we would do a longer one today, as we have hit 300 subs. Thank you all so much. That's like really sweet of you all. I hope that everyone's been having an amazing day, and I genuinely appreciate us hitting 300. That's kind of crazy. We hit like 250 like 2 days ago, so we are growing quite quick, which is actually kind of cool. There was some drama on the realm yesterday, as someone apparently kept stealing from people, so I had to ban them when I got in from work. I got in around 6:30. No, sorry. That's just like blatantly the wrong time. I got in at like 2 in the morning from work, but they were texting around like 6:30, 5 o'clock. Around that time, I think I was on my break. My mate Ewan tried to call me around like 5:30, but at work I get like no signal. So yeah, it was a whole thing and kind of annoying. I couldn't be bothered with it. But yeah, I mean, I guess that happens when you run a realm/server, which any of you guys can actually join. It is a subscriber realm for any of you lot. Just make sure that there is no griefing, no stealing, and going into the end until the end of this week. Like Monday maybe, because me and most of my friends are going out drinking on Saturday to celebrate one of my mate's birthdays. It is kind of finicky to find out where to put this. In good news though, I've got my eye test on Friday, so videos like this will be a lot better for me. Because sometimes I struggle to see. But let me just cut this video so I can tie it out at the end of this. Hello again. Sorry that I had to rethread it. That did take a lot longer than I expected it to. Shouldn't really take as long as it should. The thread, when you try to unthread it from like the massive clump of thread, always tends to get tangled up. So it's kind of annoying. But we seem to be back on track now. Just gotta crack on. Get this video done. Sorry about that, I just had to move the paper out of the way as it was getting stuck to my hand. So, sorry, I'm out of frame actually. I didn't realise. Also, sorry if my wrist clicks during this video. It still does that from when I broke it. Apparently it does it specifically when I cross stitch, which is just my luck. So I hope everyone's day is going great. At some point in this video I'll think of a question of the day, which I forgot to do yesterday. I started like 2 days ago and literally missed out the second day. I only remembered because a comment answered it, so that brought it to my attention. I think it was caramel macchiato, and she said her favourite animal was sugar gliders, which I quite like them, they're really cute. Yeah, my wrist is clicking a lot, isn't it? I just watched a Joe Bartlow's video from like 5 months ago about human endurance. That was rather interesting. And in the video, he would cut to Stable Ronaldo's stream. What have I just done? Sure, we can just cover that up, to be honest. Also, I should really get food after this. As I've like had nothing today, because I need to go shopping. I've just kind of been holding shopping off because I'm mostly going to do it for my friend's birthday bash, which I'm really excited for. We're going to go to a few places. I'm not going to give the exact places because that would just be doxing myself. We're going to go to an arcade bar, Weatherspoons, and like a student bar as well. As we thought it would be a good fun. I do need to. I think this is exactly the amount I need to go along. I am finding it more fun filling them in up and down and going left and right, if you get what I mean. Because usually I just do one row at a time, but doing this makes it look like I'm going a lot quicker and doing more as well. So you can kind of see the shape of what we are making. It's the sail of a boat. And let me just check where I need to go next. Okay, a square kind of in my head, that's how I'm going to describe it. Okay. Yeah, I need to definitely go and get my wrist looked at as it clicks a lot when I do cross stitching. Imagine that being your reason for going to the doctors, because your wrist clicks when you cross stitch. I need to actually check that I'm doing this right. Oh, these are meant to connect. Perfect. I was just worrying because I didn't want to have done this wrong already this early on and having done so much. Okay. There we go. So we have 2 more squares left to fill in this pattern. Although, is it 3? Two, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. So I know what I'm doing, I think. Apparently there is more pattern than I thought there would be here. Bruh. This is apparently really annoying to get into. I wish they made cross-stitching material easier, but I guess it's about precision, 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 isn't it? There we go. So I had to stand for like 20 minutes before going to work outside, somewhere 10 minutes away from work, to upload yesterday's video because where I work has like awful Wi-Fi signal. It has no signal in the building and like barely any Wi-Fi outside of it. So you have to be like 10 minutes away. And I had to stand there for like 10 minutes uploading a video. Which was crazy. Yeah, so there's 2 more squares to fill in this bit. 1. I do need to do mouse sounds more. I think it would suit the vibe of the video, wouldn't it? In a way. Oh no, my thread's come undone. I will be right back, I just need to pull it through. There we go. I actually did that a lot quicker than the last few times that I've done this. So I might just be getting better at it. There there's one done. Let's just do the second square on this pattern. But apparently the hole for this is really a pain in the ass to get to. There we go. We are just about to have enough thread for this. Apparently it also just doesn't want to stick through the holes on the cross stitch. Yeah, I think I use single thread for some of these patterns. Or I've been using different levels of thickness for the start of the pink. But it's alright, we can kind of go over it at some point, can't we? Anyway, let me just tie the end of this knot and then fill in some more. Hello. Oh, one sec. I just need to be right back. Hello again. And sorry about that extra cut. I totally forgot about the fact I needed to rethread it because I was turning my Xbox on to check the time, as I didn't want to cut this video into 2 massive chunks, because you can use the pause feature on your iPhone. And apparently I spent that much time rethreading that I've got a lot less time than I thought I did. So I'm going to try and still make this video as long as possible. Maybe not an hour long, but as long as I can stretch time for, which sadly I don't live in the 4th dimension. If I did, it would make this much easier. It's actually kind of satisfying filling the colour in as opposed to going down. Apparently it's a struggle to find the hole. A struggle many face in their lives. Sorry, thought I'd make a bit of a funny joke. So yeah, I kind of slept in today, as one does when they work overtime and get home at 2 in the morning and get to bed around 3. I was kind of annoyed as I wanted to do a longer video today, so I would have had more time to do the hour-long video, but I wanted to wake up around 9 o'clock-ish, but I woke up around a quarter to 11, which I usually do wake up around 9, but I've been doing overtime as I want to build my money up, just like an extra hour of a night, and on a late shift. That means finishing at 1 in the morning, and then waiting for a bus or biking back, and then getting home at like a really late time, like 2 in the morning, then making food, etc. I should have started takeout at that point because I had nothing at home. I might have to do that tonight, although I don't see many spots being open at 2 in the morning. Do you? Unless I order it before 2, and it comes around 2. Which is fair enough, if it does. There we go, it's kind of coming together, isn't it? It's pretty good. The reason I have to leave so early for work is because I need to grab food before work, as I've got like nothing in. Apparently I've threaded it through the wrong hole, so what have I done? second, guys. I just thought I'd fix my mistake. There we go. Sorry about that. Didn't want to take it off screen, but I kind of had to. It's annoying that you can't pull so much thread off at once because it gets like knotted up. I would have wanted to pull a lot more thread off at one time so I could fill this whole pattern in, but I guess I'm not going to get that lucky this time around. So work has been kind of killing my thumbs, as one of the processes requires me to kind of like push up on a bit of machinery every time on a 60-minute line cycle, so kind of making my thumbs ache. So I guess I will eventually just get used to it, and then my grip strength will be stronger. I think it seems to be that way because it just relies on grip strength, really. My job. Might just get insanely good at arm wrestling, huh? Imagine. Okay, let me just double check the pattern. 5, 4, 4, 6. So from top of there. Okay, that's easy now. I wish I could turn back time and not say that it was going to be an hour-long special, because I'm definitely not going to have enough time for that. I also just need to get a tripod or a chair and like a desk, because this kind of kills my back as I'm sitting on the floor right now. As I don't have a proper setup yet, although I do need to get one. I do need to buy a desk when I get my PC though. As whatever, I'm going to play on the floor. Also need to get my mouse mat from back home, as it's a Hunter one. Or I could just buy a new one, but I don't really need to, as I quite like the one I've got. We are coming along rather nicely. This video is, I would have liked to get a lot of this done. Oh man, just accidentally unthreaded it. Be right back. Hello again. Just had to rethread. As it came out, obviously, as you know. Seem to be running quite short on time, but that's fine. I will figure it out. My flat seems to be quite busy today. I think I got here. Pretty sure anyway. Yeah, I do. Although there was no point in rethreading that because I am going to need to just tie it off literally about now. Which is a bit of a pain, but it is how it is. I'll be right back again, sorry. Hello again. Sorry about all these cuts. Although, let me know if you would rather me, instead of cutting, just show you the whole process of me rethreading as well. Although at times it can take quite a while. Because, you know, my vision's not great. But that's fine. We can figure it out. I could probably manage once I get glasses. Although also, me going out drinking on the weekend and hosting food is kind of the only thing getting me through this week, as well as you guys, obviously. Because, I don't know, I've just been excited for this for a while. And my week's been pretty boring being back at work compared to that being off for the past 2 weeks. And like climbing Scarfell, going camping, seeing my friends, playing football. It was nice to have time off, but you've got to earn money, don't you? And isn't that life? Sadly, we've got to work to live instead of just experience. Although I'm sure some people don't, because they're rich, and isn't that nice of them? Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling a lot of crap. Although I am kind of rushing through this somehow. I'm getting through it quick. Maybe record time. I think I'm just getting used to the patterns and the distance between the thread and the X's. Let me just check the pattern again. And 3. Okay. I always get confused by it. I don't know why. My brain kind of mushes the pattern together, which kind of confuses me. I don't know why that happens. Could be a condition of many that I've got, but I don't care. Just add it onto the list of things. Just gotta persevere, don't you? That's life. Although I'm talking about cross stitching here. It's pretty therapeutic. It's nice to just slow down and make something for myself. It's kind of why I want to get through with it and get it done, because I want a nice decoration, because it would be nice to have. In my house as a nice piece of work. Also, people get to see it when they come in and be like, "Oh, did you make that?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I did indeed make that." And I just like crafts in general. Makes me go back to the days when I was younger. It makes me seem quite old, but I was more into like arts and that, like a drawing and stuff when I was a kid. I was pretty decent at it, you know. I got good grade in art when I did it back in GCSEs. I was pretty good at it. Yeah, my flat seems to be really busy today, so sorry if you can hear any of it, although sometimes you just don't hear things loud on the video that's loud for me when I watch them back. It's just crazy to me. I'm actually so hungry. I can't wait to go to Tesco after this and get a meal deal. You know, maybe go to the bakery and treat myself to a bit of food on the way to work as well. If I'm feeling a bit cheeky. The one thing about late shift is there's no burger van by our work, so there's nowhere to get food really, other than a shop that's kind of a bit of a walk away. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I've completed this bit of the pattern. Okay, so I need to continue I'll just take it bit by bit until it makes sense to me, because it's kind of overwhelming looking at all the colours. I don't know why, it just kind of confuses me, because I've filled in parts that I'm counting and it, you know, I can't really explain, but it makes sense if the whole sheet's empty to me, because I can like count numbers and stuff, but not really when I'm doing it like this. I'm getting used to cross stitching, although I want to do it way more. I'm going to probably mass record a few of them, maybe tonight or through the week, because it's quite fun to do, and it relaxes me and grounds me a bit, which is good because work is stressful. There's a lot went wrong yesterday. For about after my break, which was already half an hour, right? And then about an hour and a half, maybe an hour, 45 minutes, all the machine before me was down, so we just couldn't do anything. Because it's line work, obviously, so every part of the line needs to be working for it to work. So I was just kind of sat there with no signal, wandering aimlessly, bored as hell. Obviously you do a bit of cleaning, but after that there's just not much you can do. I kind of looked around for signal in the building to try and check my sub count, see if we hit 300, which we did this morning, so that's good. We have kind of screwed up a bit, but it's fine. I think I'm just gonna keep it as I've done. As I can't really reverse it right now, as it would be a bit too hard to do so. As it doesn't really affect the pattern that much. I guess I'm kind of freestyling it. My BO work was really boring and really hard. But we are on hump day, which is the middle of the week, which means we can, after this day, there's only 2 more days, and then it's a weekend. And luckily on a Friday I finish earlier, so, but it means I go to work a bit earlier too. But the work day is a bit short, which is good, because it means I get to relax on a Friday. Well, although I have got to cook for a party of people. Which I actually don't mind. I really enjoy cooking. And I've been wanting to cook for people for a while. As it is actually my dream to own a restaurant one day. I have pulled the thread out on accident, so I'll be right back. Hello again. I'm back. And I managed to thread that a lot quicker, so saving me a lot of time. I haven't made the knot big enough, so I'll be right back. Hello again. I'm pretty sure I've done it now. Let me know if you do like mouth sounds, because I don't really know if people like those. At least I don't know if my viewers like them. And I don't want to do things that people don't like, as I'm trying to put them to sleep. Okay. I'm gonna probably just do this line of thread that I've got on here, and then have to go. So I sadly have got a little less time than I thought I would have. And I do need to make sure this video is uploaded before I leave. As, you know, I don't have much data left. Because my Wi-Fi was broken at the start of last week. And it was a pain. Because it used up a lot of my data uploading videos over the few days that I had. 3 and then 4. So it'll be these 4. I'm actually confused how people go backwards on cross stitch if they make a mistake. I guess some people do the exact same stroke every time, but I'm kinda liking the idea of improvising a bit. Because it makes it my own design, in a way. Because it's not exactly like the image. Although I have to be right back as the thread's come undone again. Hello again. And I managed to get it rethreaded, which is good. Although it took quite a lot of time. I didn't want it to. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. It's a pain to do this sometimes, as it just doesn't want to work with you. And sometimes it does. If you get what I mean. It's fine though. Also, I definitely need to get a bike, as it would save me an extra 2 hours a day and give me a lot more time to do things on a late shift. As, I don't know, buses just don't really work with my schedule. And it means I just get to chill out here for longer and do more things. So I definitely need to invest in a bike this weekend, which will be good, because time is money. And I don't know, my schedule is already quite full with doing this YouTube and working and stuff like that. And if I want a game, it means that takes up literally all my free time. And I don't want time to do other things like cook and go shopping. Sorry about that. I did just drop my phone. So I had to cut the video, as I didn't want you guys to get woken up if someone has managed to fall asleep to this video. Wouldn't be very good now, would it? Do you just need to chill out and take it slow? As I know a lot of people don't in their life. I do quite a lot, so I get quite busy. Although it can be frustrating sometimes. 1 second, I'm just going to move the camera back. As it didn't seem to capture the cross stitch very well. I do hope that this video finds everyone well, and that it's helped anyone out with their sleep. If you have got to this point in the video, put like some random emoji in the comments, and I'll heart it, because I'll know what you mean. Although I'm not sure many people will get to this point in the video, with, you know, YouTube retention and stuff, and people's attention span nowadays. You know, everyone's brain rot. There we go. Yeah, I've actually done quite a lot today, so I'm quite happy with that. I think we could finish this part of the pattern with this bit of thread, maybe, which would actually be really good, as I don't think I've got time to thread more. So I want to go and get some food before I go to work and chill out, you know, as one would want to. And I'm not looking forward to work. 9.5 hours of bullshit. Which is fair enough. Work is stressful, isn't it? Especially when it's loud and you can't bother with getting ear damage and stuff. Although, I think I might bring my ear defenders today now mentioning that, as I don't really want to go deaf. You know, I quite fancy having my hearing when I'm older. You know, factory work does kind of end up being loud, as it would. There's a lot of machinery and robots and stuff like that. You'd actually be surprised by how automated things are nowadays in factories. Robots are actually indeed taking a lot of our jobs. But there are a lot of parts of these processes that need people to check. Especially with the robots that break down all the time. As they would, wouldn't they? Because they are machines. Machines break. And wear down, and also just get things wrong quite a lot, surprisingly. I didn't think they would. As often as they do. But hey, that's fine. People break down, things break down. It's normal to have. I don't know what I'm saying. Just kind of rambling, a lot of nonsense. Trying to get this in the right part because the thread is getting really small. Literally just the perfect amount of thread. And that is where I will end the video. We have made quite a lot of progress on this part. Also sorry that my nails are dirty. Working with machinery, they do tend to, and it's hard to get out. I hope you all have an amazing morning, evening, and rest of your night. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I love you all, and if you did like it, drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.